What's up, you guys? Ooh, this never happens, but it's happening today. I am here in beautiful Florida, but we are here to talk about Los Angeles, where she lives. But I'm here during lockdown, guys, because LA is on lockdown, and it's just not the Hollywood that I know. So I had to take a moment to step back. As you guys can see, this is full Kalima Cam quarantine mode. Here's me in Hollywood. We all have our Hollywood looks, no matter where you live. You have your Hollywood self and you have your at home self. That's what we're rocking right now. When it comes to exposing the show Hollywood on Netflix, hunting, you guys, this was such an incredible show. First of all, this new Ryan Murphy show was incredibly put together. Even the intro gave me chills. There's so many metaphoric scenes relating back to modern day Hollywood that it's literally crazy. For a 4-year-old SAG-eligible resident in Los Angeles, I had no idea that the modern Hollywood culture I know and love today stemmed from very similar events from the era captured in this show. Let's expose the truth. Is it true actors sleep their way to the top? Only if you're insecure enough to believe that you need to flirt your way into rooms, or confident enough that you can seduce your way into rooms because it works. Hollywood parties is where you make connections. LA is all about who you know over what you know. That's why in the show, when one of the actors say, "I love this town," his friend who just got denied a job from going to audition all the time, out of nowhere, ends up hooking up with one of the casting directors. And she was like, "Don't even worry about it. Come audition again. I got you this time." Yeah, it really works. It really happens. Not saying that I endorse it, but I do certainly endorse, networking and meeting people. And if that person should just so happen to like you and you know that going out on a date with them will get you a little bit further, I don't see nothing wrong with some dinner and a couple giggles. I see nothing wrong with it, and it really changes people's lives. But to each his own. You can be a newbie and make it in a few weeks. Look at the stars of Vanderpump Rules. Of course, there's been a lot of controversy since they started, but everybody knows that these kids started as servers. They were actors, they were models, but yes, they were servers still trying to make it. And out of nowhere, their boss, who was a millionaire, got a reality show. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, she got the spinoff, Vanderpump Rules. Automatically, all of these kids have exposure that they never thought they would have before. That is Hollywood. I have so many friends who started out with me just being an extra, or just, doing little gigs here, doing little gigs there, or saw them at small events that, public events that anyone can go to. Cut to us literally 4 years later, they're celebrities, they're dating celebrities, they're doing huge events and huge parties and huge projects, and it's crazy to see what a year in Hollywood. If you meet the right people, what can happen? That's why you can meet someone 1 month and the next catch them on a commercial or see them at a high-end event you almost didn't even get into. This is why half of LA are servers and bartenders, because everyone is connected and it's all about making those connections. It is so true that it doesn't matter where you work as long as you're at a place with a lot of foot traffic. It's the epitome of the town where you can hang out at a coffee shop and you don't know who you are sitting next to. Hustlers and super connected people, and usually really attractive, and even if they're not, they're probably really paid. Is it true black actors are disproportionately cast and typecast? Netflix, they gotta have us. You've got to watch that show on Netflix. I can show you better than I can tell you. And by showing you, watch They Gotta Have Us on Netflix. It is a documentary about black actors, some famous black actors that you know and love, talking about their experiences coming up in the game. Ryan Murphy always does a great job exposing injustices in Black Hollywood and society in his work. Also, women are shown to be lesser in value, and yes, women have always been treated this way. Now, imagine being a black woman Okay, women are already disproportionate. Imagine being a black woman. It is so hard to make it. Look at me. Have you subscribed yet? Is it true so many higher ups are gay? Yes, Hollywood is very gay. It is mostly gay, in my opinion, because, honey, most of LA is single, and all the girls who are straight are out here like, what is going on with my life?
It's hard. It's really hard out here.
Even if they are not out and proud, from the actors to executives, there is a secret nobody talks about but can't be ignored when it's witnessed at private events. Some of our favorite celebrities are gay, executives cheating on their wives and vice versa. Yes, this is all over the world, including Los Angeles, but I'll say I've never seen so many sugar babies in my life until moving to Los Angeles. But yes, even straight people will flirt a little with the same sex just to get their foot into places, whether it's the check-in of a party, an audition, or a Starbucks line. Although perhaps immoral, it's a talent. But again, if you feel the need to fully go against your own moral to get somewhere, that's a lack of security in yourself that says, I know I lack true talent, so I have to overcompensate, which tells powerful people, I can take advantage. But those powerful people will chew you up and spit you out, and you're left with the same insecure, heartbroken emptiness you stepped in with. That is the lie of Los Angeles, that the invites and the private flights make you a star. No, you are a star. Bombshell was an incredible movie explaining that exact reality. Real talented women who were already stars but lacked confidence to not sell their souls for a quicker route. So many people choose to, and so many people choose not to. Is it true that there's a high society in parties? Yes, Molly's Game's another movie on Netflix that really dives into this subject. Molly's Game is about gambling parties. They're models that are hired for $3,000 a night plus tips, and yes, that is still going on today. Probably in Vegas too, but definitely in Los Angeles, probably in New York as well. These parties aren't exclusive to high-end OnlyFans talent. These are regular people like you and me who simply enjoy the parties and mind your business. There are so many high society parties, and I mean, if you work in entertainment, if you've worked in entertainment and kind of moved up the ladder in Los Angeles, you've at least been to one. Because not a lot of people are party people, but yes, I mean, everyone's been in a room with A-listers, incredible homes, crazy parties, and yes, high society. And whoever's in there is treated with a certain level of respect, because even if they don't know who you are, like, they definitely respect you because they assume you're someone big or connected to someone big. Is it true extras are treated like secondhand citizens? Yes. It's the name of the game. The scene where everyone's it looks like Paramount Gates, but of course it's Ace, holding their breath to get chosen is so real, except for the standing at the gate part. It's more organized now. Agency invites only, but rules are the same. No food, no crafty as they call it, no talking to principals or the bigger actors, no pictures, amateur stuff. But you gotta go through extras. You gotta go through being an extra to really understand what it's like to be a real professional. But some people change their name, their look, their accent. I mean, look at Dorit Kemsley from Real Housewives. I mean, it's worked for her. She got a whole British husband. She got a whole British lifestyle. She lives in Los Angeles. She just decided she was just going to be a whole nother person to make them more interesting and more memorable. And it's true. It made her more probably memorable and maybe interesting. Even Beyonce did it. It's called selling a fantasy. Your fantasy. The fantasy of the masses. And when I say Beyonce did it, she said she had an alter ego, Sasha Fierce. It's channeling into that fantasy that you have and fantasy that others might buy into. This also adds to the value of making connections, because then you're more memorable. I mean, look at 6ix9ine. I mean, would 6ix9ine be where he is without a name like that and a look like that? Maybe, but probably not as memorable. There were so many great things about this show, and I really haven't been able to cover everything, but the happy ending, spoiler alert, The happy ending, for those of you who have seen the ending, you know, the black actress actually winning in the end, that for me was not realistic. Even though I think Ryan Murphy just wanted to show that Black Lives Matter and wanted to show a happier ending to a really beautiful story, realistically, it wouldn't happen. Realistically, we would still be fighting. As you can see today, we are still fighting for that recognition and for those awards and for that front seat and for getting inside of the door. There's flies everywhere. You know, I think it would have almost been more meaningful and more realistic and more memorable and more appreciated emotionally for people to see the severity of the issue, is that it's not that easy for Black women or Black people in general to win those awards. And I love that he just was trying to be nice, I think, about it, but it wasn't realistic. And it's a subject that we don't need to just assume. You know, I think movies and media really plays to the subconscious to make you think, oh yay, in the end, like the Black girl got it. But really, that is not the true story. Like, that's not the reality of the world that we live in. And we're still fighting to get into these doors. And it's just, I think it would have been even more interesting as a cliffhanger, hopefully for season 2, to see like, okay, she didn't get it. So what's her new fight? What's her new storyline, you know? That's about it, guys. If you love this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. Definitely subscribe. It helps my channel so much. I really appreciate it. Until next time.